As I'm walking through site, I usually make notes of things that I see as I'm going through that I'm going to have to address at a later point. Okay, so this is usually stuff that during rough-in that I want to address before we have our framing inspection. And also, I take note of things that look good or I'm happy about. Let me show you a couple things here. One thing, this is a really small thing. Most people probably won't even get why I care. But what I really do like is when the trades don't just make a massive hole or basically chew up stuff. Like these guys did nice clean holes, basically as big as they needed. They're nice, clean, and it just makes the craftsmanship look good. Now, when I go up here, you can actually see that they cut the 2 top plates. They didn't really have a choice of where they drilled those holes because there's a beam behind there. But what I am making a note of is that when I have my framing inspection, I need to make sure I put a strap across there. Since they cut that top plate, it's basically removed some of the strength. So these are just little things that I'm going to make note of so that when I have my framers come back for the final before we do the framing inspection, I know, okay, I've got to go buy them a couple straps to do that area there, and I need to tell them to basically nail those in. Instead of me having to wait for the inspector to come and be like, "Okay, you gotta fix that, you gotta fix that." I've already got it done, ready to go. I try to catch as many things as possible so that when the inspector comes through, it saves me time. Another thing I actually did is we had the inspector here to give us an inspection for our sheathing for outside for all the plywood work. I had him actually walk through. I asked him if he didn't mind walking through and checking the framing, even though we're not done, to let me know if there's anything that he sees that he wants corrected or addressed. Luckily, everything looked pretty good to him. He was pretty happy. But if there was something he saw, I could have dealt with it before he came back so that I don't have to have an additional inspection. Okay. These are things that you can do to really speed up your build is be proactive. Whenever you have professionals on site, get them to check other work, even if it's not done, to see if there's something they want correct.